My brother Bwana Muturi, ambaye tulikuwa naye tumeserve kwa Bwana Uhuru Kenyatta na tulikuwa naye kwa bunge 203-207. My brother Lee Kinyanjui. Kwa hivyo nikiongea kuna wengi ambao naweza kuwatambua na ni marafiki zangu. Hata naona Honorable Nyon Kapale kutoka Kisii. Nafikiria mimi tu ndiye nimetoka Siaya hapa. Kuna mwingine ametoka Siaya? I don't think so. Kama kuna mtu ametoka Siaya, basi. Oh yeah. Thank you very much. I want to start by passing my very sincere condolences to my brother, Jamlek. I never met Mama Jane, but her character, her person, her goodness, her integrity is reflected in the man I know in the family, and that is Jamlek. So it's no wonder that you had such a mother. That's why you turned up to be the way you are. And I can assure you, we were talking with you, I think, the other day about your mom's loss at age 96. She was just 4 years shy of 100. And I told you, you'll mourn for a long time because you only have a mother once. And that's the only parent you are sure about. The baba anaweza kuwa lakini mother, you know. Yeah. So really, I only came because you're my friend, and I wanted just to encourage you because I know what it is to lose a mother. But I think the greatest honor is that this lady born in 1930, my mother was born 1934. Who would have imagined that at the end of her life, there would be a celebration as big as this with all the dignitaries here? Who would have imagined? So she's a miracle. And I can assure you that she'll continue to be a miracle because among her great-grandchildren, I think some of them were here, some 5 years or so, they will live to see the year 2100. Most of us here will be watching from a distance. 2100, nani atakuwa hapa? Aseme. So, even though Mama is gone, Mama lives. And somewhere in the UK, somewhere in the USA, somewhere in Germany, there will be somebody who will smile. And if anybody knows the family, they'll know with that gap on the teeth, we are a grandchild or great-grandchild of Mama Jane. So Mungu asifiwe for the great life of our mom, Jane. In fact, tumpigie makofi mama. Mimi sio muhibiri kama Bwana Joseph Kashui, lakini ningependa kusema, please, I want to request you that the problems of this country begin with the church. Si huko ndio sisi upeleka harambe tukianza. All these politicians here, if you ask them, where can we meet people? They say, kanisani. So as church leaders, I'd like you to challenge you. Please talk to other church leaders across the country how we can heal this land. And I can say that with authority because I was a victim of post-election violence in 2007. I was the only person in my region who was supporting Kibaki. And they went, they attacked my cousin, and until today, he has no arm. He's a high school headmaster, but he doesn't have an arm. Just because he was associated with the PNU at that time and associated with me as Raphael Tuju. I never talk about these things. From 2007 to 2018, my late mother could not go to the market because she was the mother of a Msaliti who followed Kibaki when everybody else was following Raila. So only in 2018, that is when my mother was able to go to the market because Raila had a handshake with Uhuru Kenyatta. What I'm telling you is that if this country descends into chaos, nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. The problem we have in this country, and I would like to explain to His Excellency Deputy President, I've not met him for a long time, so I've not had the opportunity to tell him this. And I can see Jane Kihara smiling because, you know, as politicians, hatuna msimamo sana. Today we are here, tomorrow we are there. Huyu Jane, I was the first one to campaign for her at Naivasha under NAC. Tukaingia NAC Kenya, alafu tukaingia Jubilee, akaniwacha huko, akaenda UDA. Sasa naambiwa ametoka UDA, ako DCP. The next one will be where? But that is the nature of us politicians. That's why I'm pleading with the church. Sorry, I didn't acknowledge my sister Cecily Karaoke, with whom we're in the same cabinet. So, the biggest problem we have in this country, you have a problem here in Mount Kenya. And I hear you talking about Mount Kenya West, Mount Kenya East, but even more important is Kenya. And the problem you have in Mount Kenya, West or East or South or North, is youth population bulge. Watoto wetu tuko nao nyumbani, they are graduates, they don't have jobs. And according to World Bank simulations, most of them will not have jobs until they die, unless we change this country. Bwana Muturi here can confirm, same with the Deputy President, that when we left high school, went to university, the moment you left college, kama ni mwalimu, you already posted by Teacher Service Commission. Kama ni mtu ambaye amefanya government, kama bwana DP, straight to DO. Kama ni lawyer, straight to magistrate. Where are we today? And that problem is not just in Mount Kenya region. It is in Siaya, it is in Mombasa, it is everywhere. Youth population bulge, youth unemployment. We can play these games about this tribe against the other tribe. I can tell you, you don't have enemies in Luoland. You don't. You don't. We are all suffering as Kenyans. All of us. Kama wachache wakina Tuju ama somebody else amepewa kitu kidogo kwa brown envelope, ni huyo Tuju peke yake. But the rest of the country, the rest of the people are suffering. So really, moderator, nyinyi ndio wa Kristo na nyinyi ndio wanza hii maneno. We normally go to church to give you money, then you can take us this direction and that direction. I challenge you, talk to the other bishops, whoever they are, because I thought it's the same Jesus Christ we are following. Ama ni wawili, ama watatu, ama ni wachama gani? In fact, today I learned for the first time, I was coming here as his friend of Jamlek, I found that there is a Linda Achieng here. So, na mahari doesn't end. Immediately after this, tukutana nje ya tent, unipatie zangu. Thank you.
Asante sana Rafael. Unajua ulianza kuzungumza ukiwa hapa. Nilipoona umezungumza sana nikakaribia. Nilipokaribia ukasonga songa. Nikaona unaendelea nikasonga ukasonga songa. Nilikuwa karibu kukusukuma kwa jeneza, lakini asante sana kwa ushauri wako uliotupatia. Na kwa hivyo kabla niite maseneta wenzangu, kuna woman rep